Good morning. I come see you this morning in cosplay, dressed as my paternal grandmother, Myrna Jean Matthews. I'm pretty sure she had these exact same glasses when I was a kid. She was a super cool, spunky lady. I hung out with her a lot. She had a couple antique shops, and I would curate her stores. I loved it. You know, I would put everything out, make it look really nice. I would go with her on the weekends to garage sales, and we would find things to put in her shop. And she would carry around this 5'2" little woman would carry around a big wad of cash in one cup of her bra and a pack of cigarettes in the other. And we go to check out, and she just whipped that cash out. She'd light up a cigarette. I thought she was so awesome, and she was. Okay, so this is who I am today. And I can hear her in my head right now saying, "Quit your quacking." Quit your quacking. That's what she would say when I would like give a lip or an attitude or something. Quack, quack. I am quacking, but I'm quacking good things. I came on here in all my radical authenticity, covered in coconut oil, bad lighting, no contacts, maybe bad breath. I don't know. No, I don't have bad breath in the morning. That's one thing about me I can't say. But I just, I want to take this opportunity to speak some truth while looking honest. This is medicine right here. I mean, let's face it, I look like this in a lot of my videos. It's nothing new. But I think this is needed in the world right now. When everybody's got the perfect lighting and filters on their face and Botox in their lips, walking around with lies on their face. How can you believe people who telling lies with the way they look? How can you believe what's coming out of their mouth? That's all I'm saying. It's questionable. So I thought you would see that I'm honest in my presentation, and maybe you would really think that, oh, maybe this girl, maybe I should listen to what she's saying, because she's honest. And I am. And what I'm telling you right now is you should check out worldwide opportunities on organic farms. Wwoof. WWOOF. It is a volunteer work trade organization. At a time such as this, when the cost of food is climbing due to tariffs, right? Farmers are paying more than double right now for a lot of the seeds that they're buying, which means that the cost of food is going to double, at least. Or farmers are going to have to go out of business, and then we're not going to have food. Okay, this is what we're facing right now. And we need food. We need a few things to stay alive. We need food, we need water, we need shelter, we need community. You can find all of these things through the Wwoof program. This is how I learned a lot of what I learned about growing food and doing permaculture. Yes, I'm trying to get out of this weird shadow here. Okay. I studied these things in books in college, and I have a degree in sustainable living, and I have certifications in permaculture design. But how you really learn is through implementing these things, hands-on. And we can all do that. Anyone can do that through this program, Wwoof, okay? There's two websites. There's Wwoof International and there's Wwoof USA. $40 per year gets you access to the profiles of every farmer who signed up on this site. Okay, and on their profile, they will list what they're looking for. How many hours of work per week they want from you as a work exchange person. And then what you get in return for that. Usually it's around 20 hours a week that the farmer wants. 20 hours of your time. And for that, you get a room, a bed, food, 3 meals a day, okay? And community. Usually there's other people living and working there. So you get to meet people from all over the world. You get to learn from the farmer how to grow food organically, without these pesticides, without the chemicals. Okay, so you're cutting out the middleman. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to go to the grocery store. You don't have to pay money for these things, when we have no idea what the cost of things are going to be from day to day. You take that stress off your plate, and you're only working about 20 hours a week, and you still have another 20 to do whatever else you want. And sometimes, because the farm requires so much work, the farmer will say to you, hey, I've got more work, and I'll pay you if you want to work beyond the 20 hours for the work exchange. I'll pay you anything you work beyond 20 hours. It's great. So a lot of times you'll get a built-in job for money too. That's not always the case, but a lot of places will do that. So I've had a lot of great experiences. There's a review system, so you're not walking into the situation blind. You can read about other people's experiences on that farm. And you get to talk on the phone with the farmer before you go. I've been doing this for 15 years. This is how I vacation. I don't really believe in the concept of vacation. I just try to live a lifestyle where I don't need one. Right? I mean, what is a vacation? It's cool to travel, right? It's cool to travel. It's cool to meet new people and see new things. A lot of people are prevented from doing that because of money. This is a situation where the only cost is in getting there. Okay? Take a bus, take a plane, drive your car. That's your cost. And then you have a built-in job and food and shelter. Right? So you don't have to have money once you get there. I tell, when I encounter a person, like, say I go to a gas station and the person behind the counter is just looking miserable, like they hate their damn life, I always tell them about Wwoof. I'm like, hey, have you heard about this thing? Like, it seems like maybe you should get out of town for a while, see something new. This is a way you could do this cheaply. Okay, just put it on your radar. $40 a year. It's just a great investment. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe we'll have woofers here one day on this property. It could be a thing. I've had woofers before, I've had woofers. I'm saying I've worked on a farm where I've managed woofers, volunteers. So it's a great built-in community. It really is. Like you're meeting people who have similar interests. If you're interested in growing food, if you're interested in living simply, a lot of people who do this program, they're trying to figure out, how can I do this for myself? And so they use this program to learn about how to meet their own needs. And everyone, listen, this is real, guys. If you want to be free, if you don't want to be led around by the nose, if you don't want the powers that be deciding your life for you, you better know how to take care of yourself. That's what it comes down to. That's why we've all been infantilized. Because if you don't know how to grow your own food, you don't know how to build your own shelter, you don't know how to keep yourself safe and warm, we have to look to some other man. And whoever's given you that is your boss, is your Lord, is your leader, is your king. Well, Christ is my king. And Christ told me to get out there and grow some mangoes. So that's what I'm about to do.